Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Well, I guess you got to appreciate the aggressive approach here to start this game off. You can't knock them for trying, I guess. But we'll see how much this hurts them here in the long run.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Sometimes that primetime game the whole nation is watching brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
It's a shotgun run call. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got a man down the middle. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this is exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Gonna run it. It's Connors. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside. There's just no room out there.
He'll ride the back again here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the single back takes the handoff. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
The defense was definitely not expecting the run here on this third down, Chris, and allowed the back to hit the hole with little resistance. You can't get away with that every time, but it paid off here.
Trying to extend the play. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan. They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Bulldogs come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch is made down the middle.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
The Dogs will line up here on 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Fighting him off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. It's 3rd down for the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on
the offense being aggressive. They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He's brought down, but not before they gain to the 42-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the first half? This back is having a big day.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. That's a design quarterback keeper. Breaking tackles. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. Well, he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick grab. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that completion. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Finds his man, has the first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. There's a wide open receiver, complete. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. See if they can convert the point after. And there's the point after. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy, keep this quarterback from running.
The game makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back is having a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Dogs pick up enough for a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick pressure. They've got him down for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And the Bulldogs will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Receiver makes the catch. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a...
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. The 11th play of the drive coming up. He hands it off from the gun. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
Touchdown, Georgia. They've come all the way back to claim the lead. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Wolverines pick up enough to get a first down there. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. Hug over the middle. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense really clicking.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Knocks through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Gets the first and still running. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. The defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. sticking with the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain of that screen pass. Good call there.
It's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
They're going to run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fist. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He got it! A field goal to